Oh, and first pitch crushing! Oh, man! Lean into it!
What's going on, everybody? It's me, my ideal principal. And I'm back at it again with the Sandlot in MLB The Show 23. First off, again, I want to thank everybody who's liked, subscribed, commented on this series so far. I'm obviously still going with it because the other videos are doing alright, and I'm not above milking an idea for more views. And I feel like I've really gotten to know the boys over the course of the season, and I've become attached. And you know, I think for better or for worse, they've all developed their own distinct personalities. I've also uploaded the roster to the vault, so if that's something you're into, this is it. And as you can see, if you couldn't tell already, I have been playing at the Sandlot. I didn't create it myself because it was too much work, so I just downloaded it from the vault, and it was from like Bobby Bones, so credit to him, or her, you never know these days. But I only played on the field for one game. It was the last game of the season, and it felt fitting for the last game. So all these highlights are from one single game, and we completely shelled the Giants. So it was like they didn't have just home field advantage, they had childhood memory advantage. And as you'll see when I cover the record and stuff, it was I beat them 19-6. So we were just hitting yeeters into James Earl Jones' house all day. Just like this one here by Smalls. Yeet. Sorry, James. And spoiler alert, we did make the playoffs, which is pretty exciting. And LA has been celebrating. And I was able to capture some of the footage. So some exclusive highlights of the celebration in LA. Yeah, I'm feeling dangerous. Let me kick smoke. Let's kick it. Kick. So it looks like they had a great time. I'm happy for them. And we promised our team lawyer that he could throw the first pitch if he gets us out of the lawsuit mess that we were in from all those celebrations in LA. But we had the Hambino waiting for him in the dugout to let him know.
You play ball like a girl!
And as we smoothly transition into the playoff bracket, you can see we're the #1 seed. And now we're ready to take on Bryce Harper, who sucked his way into the 4th seed. But I fully expect the boys to blow the backs out of the Phillies with a clean sweep. I'm sure they've never seen a long ball like ours. But the boys continued their hot streak and finished with 105 wins. It's pretty good. But the last half of the season kind of went pretty slow. It just started to feel like it can go on
Forever. Forever. Forever.
I honestly just wanted to use that soundbite. But yeah, there was nothing really notable about August. It was all a lot of low-scoring games. I did play my hometown team, though, the Cleveland Guardians, formerly the Cleveland Native Americans. In the game that I did play, I lost. I guess my heart just wasn't in it to win it. But September was also pretty boring. I was just kind of going through the motions. I already had my eyes set on the playoffs, so I was just trying to get there. So I honestly don't even remember what happened in most of these games. I was just trying to finish them. Until we capped the year off against the not-so-giant Giants, 19-6. I shelled them. The boys were at home. So yeah, now we have the Phillies. And in the next video, which is probably going to be the last one of this series, is going to be the playoffs. And looking forward to it. We'll see if we get to the World Series and really bring a World Series championship to the most deserving city of LA. So to get into the stats and highlights, first up we got Benjamin Jettison Rodriguez. And he's really set the standard for all the future Elves with 48 dingers, 159 RBIs, 71 stolen bases, and 350 average. The glass ceiling has been shattered. And all those baseball gatekeepers who said there's no place for fictional elves in baseball, you can suck it, boomer. Save your discrimination for the women and the gay. But anyway, Benny's a GOAT, and he's been carrying the team on his wings all season long, which is kind of expected, seeing how he's basically 99s across the board. So I mean, if you're throwing meatballs right down the middle, you could expect this to happen. Yeet! Right into Santa's workshop. And next up, we got Sir Michael Squints, who's coming in with a new look. Wendy suggested growing his hair out, and in order for the well not to dry, the boy threw his scissors away. But he's been playing well also. He's batting .338, which is pretty good, but I think the computer has been taking them out in simulation games because his ABs are still low. But if Wendy Peppercorn could see that he deserves playing time, then so should the Dodgers. He's easily one of the top second basemen in the league. So even as a lefty, him playing more would just feel right. And next up, we got Chad McLennan. And he's been getting all the endorsements all year. He was in a Got Milk commercial. He's on a Wheaties box. The ladies just love bombshell shortstops. Bet you can't say that 5 times fast. But he's a Chad, he knows it. Look, he just nods his head. And in this Sandlot game, he hit for the cycle. This was a double. His first hit was a double. See, look, I'm a Chad. I know it. Purse my lips. I'm a Chad. Ladies love it. And then this next one's a triple. He slides, his helmet comes off. And then he looks to a lady in the crowd and references what he wants later. And he'll probably get it because this hit was magnificent. But it's not the only gap that he's going to be splitting. And as he rounds the bases, he's thinking about all the other bases he's going to be rounding later on. And because I'm an idiot, I didn't record the single. But here's the dinger that gave him the cycle. And a very fitting bat flip animation. And as he rounds the bases, he realizes he cemented his legacy in the hearts of the fans, in the labias of the ladies. Alan Yaya has now been fulfilled. He's completed the cycle, and now a new cycle begins. Pregnancy. And James Earl Jones is just pissed that everybody keeps hitting dingers into his backyard, knocking out his windows. Now we have Tommy Timmons. And I'm just beside myself on all his success. He's hit 28 home runs on 309 average. It's pretty good. I have to give it to him. He's been pretty good all year. Even this double here. Good for him. I am so proud. He has done so well. And then he tries to make the same head reference that Yaya made, but the girl shut him down pretty quickly. She's like, yeah, whoa. She left. Yaya stopped her in the parking lot. Was like, sorry about my friend. He's a little special. And then she chuckled and then invited him to her car. I think it was like the 7th inning or something. And then they ended up sending a video to Tommy. I think it was like the 7th inning or something. We don't need to talk about it. This motherfucker hit my house again. I'm gonna fucking kill him. But yeah, that's it for Tommy. Yeah, he's in the doghouse though for hitting it over there. James was pissed. And next we have Beam Me Up Scotty Smalls. And he's continued his all-star status, hitting 28 dingers, 99 RBIs, 298 average. I like the bat sound for him, so I kept it in there, that little small portion. And he was feeling right at home also. And he got a little goofier than usual, even though he also hit it into James Earl Jones' yard, so he's gonna have to pucker up once he gets to the dugout. And I always like how the third baseman plays along here, like it's a real phone. It's good stuff. These fuckers keep hitting into my yard, fuck. Then he comes down and jumps over a rolling Bert, which Bert doesn't even know what's going on, he's just high on shrooms. But yeah, Smalls has been the pillar of consistency. He's got that real main character energy, and he's usually pretty quiet while everybody else is up to the shenanigans. He just sits in the dugout, talking to a voice recorder, narrating everybody's tomfoolery. It's like he knows he's the main character, and half the time nobody even knows who he's talking to. It's odd. And then next up we've got the great Hambino Porter. And he's been snacking on the competition with 41 dingers, 121 RBIs, and 295 batting average. It's safe to say that he has arrived at the dinner table, and he's not leaving till he gets his dessert. He's just been punishing balls as if it was broccoli. In a media interview, they told him he's a late bloomer, and he said, is there an onion that comes with that? But anyway, he crushed it while he was at the Sandlot also. He did his little thing with the third base coach. I should have got the homeowner's insurance. Yeah, I should have got it. And then he comes down and pays his respects to the great cow in the sky, while the catcher kicks dirt at his shoes. And Benny and Yaya are always great supporters of him, probably because Hammy provides them with the food and they provide him with the segs. Yum, yum, yum. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the great pork chop Hampton. Next up, we got Bertram Grover Weeks. He's been doing all right, with 14 dingers, 78 RBIs, 281 average, which is all right. He shoots the gap there, which is good for him, because he doesn't shoot the gap much unless it's in his arm. But he's always forgetting where he is, even at the Sandlot. See there, he almost went to third base because he thought he saw a leprechaun. Try to look normal, fit in. But that's Bert. Everybody needs a good junkie on their team, and he's ours. He's our lovable junkie. Even if you have to find him roaming around the woods every once in a while. And then next up we got Timothy Timmons. And I'm going to cut him some slack. Because with 38 dingers, 105 RBIs, and a 260 average, he's been one of my favorites to play with, surprisingly, and not in a boring way. Unlike his stupid brother, I feel he's made quite the difference, and he's become quite the hunk in my book. And he even managed to not hit James Earl Jones' house. Thank God, it's about fucking time. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for Timmy. We're friends now, and he's really earned everybody's respect, even if he couldn't get out the treehouse in time. He completely makes up for it in the the ballpark. And then finally we got Canard de Nunez. And he's continued to throw heaters and hit eaters all season long. And just blowing the pitching stereotypes right out of the water. And Kenny's been such a good two-way player, they don't even say Shohei anymore, they say Show who? But yeah, his arm is just as dangerous as his legs, even though he's got 3 of them. But he's fast, no surprise there. Bring on the jokes, he says. I just don't want to get canceled. But he shoots the gap here, and that's the only thing he shoots. Get your head out of the gutter. That's all I got for Kenny. And then lastly here we have Henry Rowan Gardner. Not this guy, but this guy. He didn't play in the Sandlot game because he had no right, but he's an all-star closer, and that's about it. That's pretty much it. That's all the highlights I have. I did want to show this little highlight of this little girl who was abandoned at the ballpark by her parents. Pretty messed up, but I guess it's better than a dumpster. So anyway, to finish this video off, we have the end of season awards. Benny the Jet, shocker, won the MVP. Kenny de Nunez won the Cy Young. Benny won the batting title. He told Pete Alonso, no. Henry came in second in the Reliever of the Year award. And then Benny won Rookie of the Year, followed by Kenny, and then the Hambino. And then Hank Aaron award. Benny really pulled out in front of here. So I guess Bryce Harper finally got off of his knees. And then we got Golden Gloves. We don't have a lot of Golden Glove winners. Hamilton Porter, second place Golden Glove. He didn't really get into his diet until the second half of the season, so the first half was no good for him. And then we got Scotty Smalls winning left field Golden Glove, which is good for him. And then Benny the Jet, center field, third place. I never threw any errors with them, so the computer they're discriminating. And none of these will come as a shocker. Kenny winning the Silver Slugger pitcher. Hamilton Porter, Silver Slugger catcher. And then just Benny as a Silver Slugger outfield. Obviously, I mean, none of these are surprises. I don't even know why I'm showing this right now. And then that's it. That's all the awards. Kudos, congrats, yeah! So I'll end this video now. It's been real, it's been fun. It hasn't been real fun, but it's been both of those things separately. And if you made it this far, go ahead and comment inappropriate things and make it weird. So I appreciate anybody who watched, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And in the next video, we'll see how the boys could do in the playoffs. I think I'm going to give them some playoff beards and stuff for those who can grow them. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next Not Call of Duty video. Goodbye.